everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Smith's Chiefs. So let's get you out to Kansas City as we say hello to Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Kansas City Chiefs. And he's up past the 20 to the 22. Two-yard line. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Now it's the Princeton man. This is Spencer Ware. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And as we peer at this offense now, let's look at Jamal Charles, a guy who continues to be so productive in this league.
No matter where he touches it on the field, there's a very good chance he can go the distance.
After the run, Smith going to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw, Smith. He's got time in the pocket and able to find Conley. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there. Smith to Macklin. 40. play fake here on first down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
There are certain words that sometimes we overuse, but there's one that's really welcome on a player's resume, and that's the word breakout. And I thought Travis Kelce was one of the breakout stars of 2016 in the NFL. What a season he had with Kansas City.
Over 1,100 yards. Now, to put that into perspective with everybody else that was catching the football for them, the next closest had 593 for the Chiefs. So, breakout year indeed.
And for me, it's how he did it, because he did it in a variety of ways. Whether he's an inline tight end, a guy who could split out and really become a wide receiver, and then when he caught the ball, he ran like he was a running back.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jamal Charles taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So the D-line's going to spread out. They come out with one back and three tight ends. They go play action here on, and right away he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on third down.
Pass situation.
Third and long. It's Ryan. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's fourth down.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well, the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Jamal Charles. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll come out in the pistol. Off of play action. Here's Smith. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 32 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Play clock winding down. Not enough sense of urgency there. Play clock hit 0, 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, I like your point there. Not enough sense of urgency. People walking up to the line of scrimmage, you've got to get up there and get set and be ready to go.
Throwing is Smith. To the right side, and he's got Macklin. Complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now it's 2nd and 7. Smith will hand it off here to Charles. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. From the red zone now, Smith. And this is caught. Jeremy Macklin. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jeremy Macklin, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
No gain on the play there, second down. Here's the offense, and we talk about the tight end, Jacob Tammett.
A lot of people thought of him as simply a safety valve receiver. He can be a primary receiver. Jacob Tammett shows better athleticism than what people expect.
They'll come out in the pistol. On second down, Ryan. It's his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Taylor Gabriel, 79 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body. control. Result, a touchdown.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 54 yards.
Not the tallest receiver on the field, but he just shouted to admit that the little guy can't go downfield and make a big-time catch on a deep pass because sometimes they'll just out-scrap you for the football.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. On the run, it's Ware. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. Here's a look at the young Atlanta Falcons, although next year, obviously, everyone will be a year older. So rookies like Deion Jones, Keanu Neal, Devondre Campbell, an extra year, well, they're only a year, but a year under their belt now to get better.
They're just young and growing, aren't they? I mean, I expect their play to continue to accelerate and elevate. And think about the building blocks they had in front of them. Second-year guys in 2016 who had big years. Grady Jarrett, a monster in the Super Bowl, tied a sack record in that game against New England. And Vic Beasley led the NFL in sacks for the regular season with 15.5 and also had 6 forced fumbles.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on third. Throwing on third down, Smith. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's a nice pickup at 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
They run it. It's Charles. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Jamal Charles with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now Ryan on 2nd down. Complete over the middle to Hardy. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Chris Jones coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. On second down. Here's Ryan. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now Ryan. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now. They've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. It's Hill, complete. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Brandon, another catch for Tyreek Hill. How do you defend it? Because kickoff return, punt return, catching the ball, whether it's a receiver out of the backfield, and, of course, you can run it with him, too.
Well, let me give you some numbers from last year. To your point, 12 total touchdowns, 6 of them receiving, 3 rushing, and 3 in the return game.
If you're an offensive coordinator and you can't diagram plays for this guy, turn in your clipboard.
Charles, the low setback. He'll get the football here. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. The play clock's running down. Back to throw. Smith steps away to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. From the gun, here's Smith. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Adrian Claymore coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. So here's Dustin Colquitt now to punt this away for the Chiefs. This is brought in at the 21. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Over 1,400 yards last year for Jones. Just 6 touchdowns, but, you know, of course he had the big 300-yard game. However, when he was blanketed with coverage, he always opens things up for other guys, doesn't he?
He does, and that's what's benefited Atlanta's offense. Other guys were able to step up. In 2016, Mohamed Sanu stepped up and had his best year as a pro. Austin Hooper, as a young tight end, really developed down the stretch. And Taylor Gabriel, who had come over as a free agent from Cleveland, he really flourished, actually led the team in touchdown catches. But there's only one Julio Jones, and you want to get the ball to him as much as possible.
Ryan. And that's incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. That'll bring up second down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it long.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and throw for him. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And if Kansas City wants to make a push toward the Super Bowl next year, they need Justin Houston healthy for more than 5 games. He had 4 sacks in those 5 games last year, but he's a big piece.
He's a guy who in past years has gotten as many as 22 sacks in a season. So we know the pass rush ability is there. And just think of it this way. When we were kids in college football, they always said you could never have enough running backs. In the NFL, you can never have enough pass rushers. Put him with Tom Bahali and D. Ford, and look out.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And his pass, incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Here we go.
Now a direct snap. It's Jamal Charles. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
But when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Again, we'll see the pistol here. In motion, right Macklin. They'll keep it on the ground, this time with Charles. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Back to the air. Smith on 2nd down. And this is caught. Jeremy Macklin. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 2. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's Smith. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down inbounds, tried to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really?
Yeah, that he is.
How about that? What about young Davis?
No, it did not. It did not cross.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there.
Now Smith on 3rd and goal. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Jeez, they don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, 3rd quarter, let's get to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19. Yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Ryan to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go. And they're going to speed things up here.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football. I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Second and 10. It's Ryan again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Going up top. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much, unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Kelsey out in the slot right. 3rd and long, it's Smith. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
They are going for it. It's Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no movement. And the Chiefs are going to get him. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Well, when defensive coordinators game plan to put pressure on a quarterback, they often want to use blindside rushes, and that's exactly what they did there. The cornerback gets to him and drops him.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and it brings up 4th down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They begin the drive with Charles. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They run. Charles. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, that's 2 guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open.
And he lost the football. Charles loses it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Big sack on 2nd down. Now the offense needs to convert here on 3rd. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Fourth down. Here's Ryan. And now he'll turn and off his... Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And now here comes Kansas City. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camp.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Here now come the Falcons. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll get 19 yards there, and it'll be 1st down Atlanta.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The first down carry here for Charles. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Again, it's Charles. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy hold up the runner. Everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. The Chiefs going for it on fourth. It's Smith. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. What a decision to go for it on fourth from their own territory. And it pays off. And even 40 yards. Fresh set of downs here. Smith going to turn and give to Charles. Down to about the 22 here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. A toss play. Here comes Charles. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jamal Charles scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. They come out here in the I. After the interception, here's Smith. Looking deep here for Macklin. And got his man complete. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 37 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in the game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. In motion, Hill.
Under. Over.
On first down, it's Smith. He's going to let it go again. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Second down following the incompletion.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Shift together here from the D-line. On second down, Jamal Charles. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. On first down, it's Charles again. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. Charles the low setback. Throwing now, Smith. And his throw is incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and it's third down. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Play fake for Charles. Now Smith. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On second down, Freeman. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Smith going to throw it. Finding time. Airing one out for Macklin. Deep downfield. Jeremy Macklin, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith surveying the field. Now he'll throw deep left side. And now here's another interception. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. After the interception, here's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They come out here in the eye. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. And quickly they get to the line. Freeman again. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. One last shot for Ryan. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted,
similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve.